Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Ghetto Bandit Records, aka William McTruffin, and today's topic I'm going to talk about black women entitlementship. The entitlementship syndrome that most black women have. Me, growing up in the early 90s, born in the 80s, grew up in the early 90s. When I was 16, 17 years old, now it's like in the mid 90s going into almost in the 2000s now. I used to always get a lot of black mothers, single black mothers that saw me. At the time I was working. I was still going to school at this time. I was in high school and I was working. But the thing was that I had a problem with was a lot of the black mamas used to always tell their daughter, you don't need him. He ain't shit. He can't do nothing for you. He can't do this. He can't do that for you. He can't do anything for you. And that's what I get at with the entitlement syndrome. Most of us black men, I mean, we want a beautiful woman and we want to live stress-free. We don't want our woman telling us that we got to do this every 5 seconds. We know that that's our role as being a man in general. That's not saying just towards black men. I'm talking about in general that we supposed to do these things. But when we are being told to do these things by the women that we love, it hurts us. It treats us like crap. It shows us that we're not men enough to satisfy their needs. Before I go any further into this topic, the reason why I'm bringing this situation up is because a little over a half an hour ago I was on World Star Hip Hop. You know, I surf that website periodically throughout the day or throughout the week or whatever, and I see some interesting stuff on there. This video had caught my eye and gravitated me towards it. So what had happened was, it was a black woman and she was sitting outside of a nightclub and she was pretty much talking into her phone, and she was saying there was a lot of black men inside of the club. I believe she said Chris Brown had performed that night. He came there a little late, later than what he was supposed to. She went on to say that a lot of black men wasn't interested in her. They didn't want to dance with her. And she went on and said other things, but that was most of the thing that she said that made me wanted to do this video. And the reason for this, I'm not trying to bash all my black sisters. I love you dearly. If I had it my way, I'd date them all. But unfortunately, I'm married, ladies. I don't do that anymore. That was my past. And I've been, you know, drama free for 9 years now. I haven't went outside my marriage. I didn't have no reason to, and I didn't have no desire to. Let me get off of that. And the reason why I say that, she said that the black woman don't get a lot of black men to interact with them is because of a lot of the black women upbringing. A lot of the black women upbringing was wrong. A lot of the black women that was single was teaching their daughters to mess with men that had wealth, that had money, that had cars, that had jewelry. Didn't care how this man got this money as long as he can take care of her. Instead of teaching her to date a man that has a good job, that have a good head on his shoulders, that have a high school or a college degree or whatever, they was teaching their daughters to date just about any man that had money. Didn't care if this man was a woman beater, didn't care if this man was a womanizer. All they wanted was their daughters to date a man that had money. And that's where I get the entitlementship syndrome from. That particular situation right there. Back to where I was 17 years old, that I spoke about earlier on. That a lot of black women that was single told their daughters to don't mess with certain men. And I was working at the time. I probably wasn't making a lot of money, but during the time of me working, a lot of black men my age wasn't doing that. They was out selling drugs. They was out doing other stuff other than what I was doing. I was working. I had a legitimate job. I was doing something. I was doing something constructive with my life at the time. What happened was I tried to date this girl, and her mother kept drilling in her head that he ain't shit. I don't care about the job that he got. Can he pay the bills in this house? The last time I checked, I was dating your daughter, or tried to date your daughter. not dating you. So why should I have to take care of your household when I'm only dating your daughter? And besides, we're not married, we don't have any children together. Why should I have to take care of your daughter? Ain't that your responsibility? And that's where the entitlement ship comes from, ladies and gentlemen. It comes from these ignorant black mothers that don't have no baby, ignorant black mothers that don't have their husbands or their husbands in their lives, because probably they pushed them away, and probably the guy was a dirty dog and he did whatever he did, and now she's angry at every black man that comes in contact with her, and then she want to just pass that negativity on to her daughter. And I see a lot of that going on today, and I wanted to speak on this topic. And another thing, you can't be entitled to something that don't belong to you. If you didn't work hard for it, why should it be yours? And I feel that if you in a marriage and you have children by this woman, all means give this woman your check, because that's your wife and those are your children. And I believe that you should take care of your children and you should take care of your household. That is a main priority for any man, not black or white or whatever color or race or whatever. That's for any man. But for you to tell a single black man that's not married to your daughter that he need to take care of her, something ain't right. Something's seriously not right. That's your job to do that. She's still under your custody. She's in your household. So don't put that on me. Don't put that on me for me to take care of your daughter. And that is for what you're supposed to be doing. And that's what I wanted to talk about on this topic right here. Leave a like in the description, comment, whatever. I would love to see your views about this. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of negative press about this. You notice that I didn't say like ghetto or hood. No, it's the black woman syndrome, period. It don't got nothing to do with the ghetto. It don't got nothing to do with the living in the suburbs. It don't got nothing to do with none of that. It's just the black woman syndrome, the entitlement ship. So like and subscribe to my channel. Leave, I want to hear what you got to say about it. Leave it in the description. Let me know. I love to read this stuff. And if you like this topic and you like how this is going, let me know. And I could do more stuff like this. I could channel towards other stuff and talk about other things, Not only just about this, I could talk about anything. So like and subscribe to my channel and leave a comment in the description.